Yes, YouTube. Just gonna break down this trade for today. Nice TP hit. Um, so yeah, just gonna go through it, see what I was thinking. So annoyingly, yesterday's trade that got stopped out. I think we got stopped at break even. It literally ran insane like that. When I marked out like a 12R for yesterday, it would have hit. Like it was an insane trade. And the only reason I missed it was because I got in on this here, took that low, and then we ended up coming back above, taking them highs. And just as that all was happening, I logged off anyway. I had to go. So if I would have been in here, oh man, it would have been a phenomenal trade. But still, I'm happy because I saw it and I expected it, and it happened. So yeah, today's one. Um, I still think we're going lower, to be honest. I think that on the daily here, I think this is the manipulation. I think we're just back in this accumulation zone. So I feel we might be coming for that low, that kind of area. So with that in mind, we accumulated here on the 1 hour. Came up, took this high. So I was like, okay, that could be the high point of our manipulation. Dropped down. I saw this accumulated, had manipulated and distributed past there. So I was like, okay, that if I'm still bearish, then we should just not bother this high. We should protect that high. Drop down. I did see this little accumulation here. I'm gonna delete this for now today, just to go through it. I did see this accumulation here, but it wasn't a true accumulation for me because we hadn't made multiple highs and lows in the range. I did check. 3 minute looked a little bit more, but even when you dropped to the one, it didn't look like an accumulation here. So waited for that, faked a lot of people out, and then what I did notice was that we'd accumulated here on the 3 minute from there to there. So I'd marked that out. I liked that where the manipulation had come and took that high as well, so that was good. The only thing that didn't like about this whole trade was that the gap that I took to enter was pretty tiny. That would have been the only thing I think would have went against me, because like we didn't really display, so that there's a tiny gap there and a tiny gap there. But I just knew from the move, the shape of it, that it was gonna go. So yeah, got in there. Something I learned from yesterday as well was just wait for pullback to a better price, because there's nothing worse than sitting for a trade that's been up and down, and then you don't get rewarded for it at the end. So I decided to wait. Stop loss was up there, TP was there, and then yeah, I waited for like a 1-to-1. I think I had 3.5 pips was my calculation. So I think my stop, I don't know, it's something around there. But then when the price came up, I just got a better price at 74. And then yeah, waited. It didn't take too long. Why did it feel like it took way longer than I expected? But yeah, it didn't take too long. But annoyingly, we didn't actually get out the trade at that point. My TP was at 37, and we just tickled it. We absolutely tickled it. Came back up, and part of me was thinking, do I go break even? But I just thought, nah, I've got to stick to the rules. I know that we haven't achieved the target yet, so we just gotta wait a little longer. And if anything, making equal lows just makes that stronger to be hit. So just had to wait, trust that my TP was in a safe place, and it was. Came back. This was a bit of a, I wouldn't say worrying actually. It just came back, and I'm glad that like we didn't close past this very strongly. And then yeah, came down. TP1 was there, and then I realised that if I'm waiting for this inversion here, which I think it actually is, it's kind of like yesterday's trade actually. Just like I kind of got in at the top of the manipulation, and it was all yeah, with the idea that we are going down. So yeah, closed out my first position there, and then I did risk it for a little bit more, and my second TP was there, and we just hit that, which is great. And yeah, at the moment I feel like it's kind of faking people out to go long. I don't know, maybe we are going long, but that's what I thought. If we're bound to come into this gap here, which we did, and then we're gonna find out the reaction after that. So that was the full TP. The other reason I thought that was gonna hit a full TP as well is because once we came down, it doesn't actually look like it on the 5. Like, we're kind of holding this gap on the 5. Actually, no, we're not. Yeah, we did close it. Yeah, once we came down, closed that gap on the 5 and the 3. Like, it was just like the fundamentals of that just was definitely gonna hit. So just wait for it. And yeah, got rewarded. So it's been a good end to the week since the second half of the week. I kind of woke up to where I was going wrong, and the only thing I was really going wrong with was just being patient and waiting for good setups that I feel confident in. And I feel like you can't go wrong with that once you do that. So yeah, just gonna keep doing that, and hopefully, not even hopefully, but I am gonna bring this account back to life. But hopefully sooner rather than later. But there's no rush because we're being patient.